Hey everybody, we are joined by Jon-Eric Sullivan, the Packers Vice President of Player Personnel. Jon-Eric, thanks for the time, and tell me about Luke Musgrave.
Luke Musgrave, excited to get him. Big, fast, physical tight end that can stretch the field. Good wiring, good kid. Comes from a football family. Has a relative who is an offensive coordinator at Cal, and I think a lot of upside there.
Speaking of which, is he the kind of tight end that's probably too fast for linebackers, but too big for the DBs?
I think you can make that argument. I think he's got a legitimate trait where he can stretch the field and run by linebackers, and I think if you try to put a safety on him, he's going to have a chance to body those guys up underneath. We thought the skill set to win as a pass catcher was significant, and we like him as an inline blocker as well.
Also selected Jayden Reed, wide receiver out of Michigan State. What'd you like about him?
Yeah, Jayden's a very versatile player. He can return punts, he can play inside in the slot, he can play outside the numbers. He's fast, he's got good quickness in and out of his breaks, and he's strong for his size. We like him with the ball in his hand. And again, another kid who's wired right. He's going to bring a competitive, kind of a dog mentality to this locker room, and we always think that's a plus.
Now, you mentioned Jayden's size. He's not as big as the prototype Packer receiver. You guys always go with big guys if you have your druthers. What about him enabled you to make the selection, despite not being the biggest receiver out there?
Yeah, just to keep it plain and simple, I would say play strength, along with play speed and lateral quickness. He thinks he's a guy, he plays strong, bigger than his size, if you will. And I think he's going to complement Romeo and Christian very well, along with Samori Toure.
Now, you guys traded back twice during the second round, picked up an extra 5 and an extra 6. Could you tell us the backstory, the thinking there?
Yeah, I think anytime you can accumulate picks, it's more like Ted Thompson used to say, more swings of the bat gives you a greater chance for success. So, the opportunity presented itself. The guys did a wonderful job on the phones, and we were able to move back, get the players we wanted, and accumulate some extra picks. So, it worked out.
Jon-Eric, thank you for the time, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it.
And for the latest on the Packers draft, keep it right here on Packers.com.